Episode 4. Here we go. All right. I already put the car up on jack stands. I mean, I had it filmed, and I didn't like how it all come out. Besides, I mean, who really needs to see a fat guy jack up a car and put jack stands under it? So, anyhow, I got the car up in the air. I'm going to show you the springs. They're Hemi Super Stock 02, 03s, made in Mexico. Supposedly, they're not the most desirable ones to have. They said the car doesn't raise right as much or as good as the American-made springs, but, well, these are what I had. That's what I used. So, the car is 8 3/4 rear end, 456 gear on a spool. The Hemi Super Stock springs, I had to do some modifying to make them work right on the car. It's on the suspension to make it work. Not a lot. I'll show you what I did. I'll grab my light and we'll hit this again. Okay, here we go. Hemi Super Stock springs. Get the light where you can see it. I got crappy lighting in this garage. Front, original mounts in the front. Just drilled out for the 5/8 bolt to fit the Hemis. 02, 03 springs. You know, there's my lowering block. I think it ended up being 1.5 inches is what I went with. I machined it from a 2 to 1.5 inches just because 2 was gonna be a bit much. People may not agree with lowering blocks. It's been down the track with them. It went fine. It went straight. Of course, it's got comp engineering shocks. I don't think they do anything with these Hemi springs because they're so thick. I mean, you can look at that stack of springs on there. Even on both sides, you can see that stack of springs. And it does pretty good. I mean, it leaves fine. The car will pick the front wheels up. It'll daylight the front wheels. You know, with the 56 gear, 456s in the spool. I have not checked the pinion angle. Of course, as you can see up in there, I think you can see it. I just stuck a rubber stop off of a trail duster we had sitting around. I stuck that stop on here for a pinion snubber instead of buying one of them fancy ones because I'm cheap. And then you come around here to the back and there's the extension where I had that 1/4 inch plate in there from years past when I had the other set of springs on it. But I think it's 1.5 inches. I want to say it's 1.5 inches that I added to that to move that shackle forward at the top because it just wasn't working. It was almost straight up and down, and that was leaving that thing, I'm pretty sure, in a bind, according to a chassis guy I talked to over in Louisville. You know, because if it's straight up and down, when the car leaves, it's trying to rock forward. It rocks forward as the car raises, and this all binds up. Well, if it's already forward, you're not getting everything out of them. And besides, it's back end jacked up. And I just am not a stink bug look on a car. That's why I lowered the damn thing 2 inches. Or 1.5 inches, and then I keep saying wrong stuff. That's why I lowered the car. So anyway, originally, before I added this, that spring would have been, this shackle would have been probably straight up, almost straight up and down. And so by moving that forward, I got the little bit of I got the 6/30, 7 o'clock rake I wanted on that. And so far, it seems to be fine. And then there again, there's the old fuel pump that has let me down. But I got another one, so that's probably going to be the next video under the car. After this video, I can get that done, then we'll start this pile of crap and see what it sounds like. I do have to trim the wheel lip molding. Or wheel lip molding, ain't no molding there, good God. But I need to trim this wheel lip because I can see little rub marks where the slicks are getting into it. And I know it's rubber fuel line and not braided fuel line, but I mean, it is fuel injection line. I did spring for the fuel injection line, so it ought to give me something for points. But nevertheless, this thing is not a braided fuel line operation. And so, yeah, that's that. But anyway, that's the back half here. So just showing off my Hemi springs. Like I said, I like them. I'd like Caltrax even more, but we ain't got Caltrax money. So he's going to be on here for a hot minute. And so I think the only thing I might do is if you come up here to the front, I'm going to slide my creeper. This is why I'm never going to win an award for I'm never going to win no awards for my YouTube channel. Oh, get my front here. And wow, There's a rust hole. Good night. I didn't even know that was there. That's more of that factory lightweight package. This car's got a lot of that on there. But anyway, this car, I mean, it's a 6-cylinder car originally, and then they didn't put torque boxes on these cars anyway, like they would a Challenger, a convertible, or a Hemi car. So instead of building a torque box, I'll probably just make a plate to cover and tack weld it in as a support plate, and then maybe run a bar, an old piece of roll bar tubing up here to this kicker, a frame kicker. I don't know. I may not do anything. I may just cut this out with a plasma cutter, make a diamond shaped plate to put in here to weld in, and forget about it. You know, because it's, yeah, we ain't got no horsepower to hurt nothing right now. So, that's it. That is the Dark Sport underneath. So, by the magic of editing, we will now move to the front of the car and install a radiator. Thanks. Okay, we moved to the front of the car. I'm trying to clean off this 60 pounds of silicone that I used on this. So anyway, what I done was, in my infinite wisdom, I thought the water would flow too fast and wouldn't properly cool the motor. So I took the piece out of the thermostat that does all the magic, thinking this was a good idea. But I don't think it was a good idea. So that's out. Silicone time. Alright, radiator time. It's like rewinding the video. And I'm going to put it back in. Oh, here we go. Back in. Back in, drop. Back in here. She's home. I think. Oh, not so much. It's ironic when you buy these radiators from places like AutoZone and things like that. Sometimes oh yeah, it'll fit. Not so much. But nevertheless. I did not use the same stupid ratchet I used the last time, because man, that was painful getting that dude to work. So get this radiator in, get it tight. Look at that. I'm missing a key component to that deal. Well, I guess we better back that freight train up, fatty. That ain't gonna work. I gotta get a different, I gotta find a different hose clamp. I was not aware of that. See, this is the kind of stuff that's gonna keep me from winning any kind of awards for, podcast or YouTube video of the year. Here, I can't even put a damn radiator hose on. I guess I'm just glad I didn't bump the fan or the radiator on the fan and bust a hole in the radiator. And there we are. Voila. This deal's done. That's where we're at. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Bearing with me. Yeah, right on. Thanks. Later.